Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Chapter 1. The Boy Who Lived. Mr. and Mrs. Dursley lived at number 4, Privet Drive. They liked being normal. They didn't like anything strange. Mr. Dursley was big and had a mustache. Mrs. Dursley was thin and liked to peek at neighbors. They had a son named Dudley. They thought Dudley was the best boy ever. But the Dursleys had a secret. Mrs. Dursley had a sister named Lily Potter. She had a little boy named Harry. The Dursleys didn't want anyone to know. One morning, Mr. Dursley went to work. He saw something very odd. A cat was looking at a map. Cats don't read maps. But this one stared right at him. On the street, Mr. Dursley saw people in cloaks. They looked happy and whispered together. He didn't like it. He wanted everything to be normal. At lunchtime, Mr. Dursley heard a word. Potter's, their son. Harry. He stopped. Was it about his sister's boy? He felt worried. That night, owls flew in the sky. Shooting stars sparkled everywhere. The news said it was very mysterious. Mr. Dursley sat frozen in his chair. He thought of the Potters. He thought of their little boy. Strange things were happening. And soon, Harry's story would begin. That night, the cat was still sitting on the wall. It stared down the street, waiting. The Dursleys went to bed. Mrs. Dursley fell asleep. But Mr. Dursley worried. He thought, it won't affect us. He was wrong. The cat sat very still. Owls flew overhead. Then, pop, a man appeared. He was tall and thin. He had silver hair and a long beard. He wore a purple cloak and shiny boots. His name was Albus Dumbledore. Dumbledore took out a silver lighter. Click! The street lamps went dark. Only the cat's eyes glowed. Dumbledore sat by the cat. He said, "Hello, Professor McGonagall." The cat changed into a woman. She wore glasses and a green cloak. Professor McGonagall had been waiting all day. She was worried. She said, "People are celebrating too loudly." Even Muggles noticed. Dumbledore smiled. He said, "We have much to be thankful for." He offered her a sweet called a lemon drop. She shook her head. They spoke about a dark wizard named Voldemort. Professor McGonagall whispered, "Is he really gone?" Dumbledore said, "It seems so." Professor McGonagall whispered sadly. She said, "Lily and James Potter are gone." Dumbledore bowed his head. It was true. She said, "Voldemort tried to hurt their baby, Harry. But he couldn't. Harry lived. And Voldemort's power was broken." Dumbledore nodded. He said, "We may never know why. But Harry is safe." Then came a loud rumble. A giant man flew down on a big motorcycle. His name was Hagrid. In his arms was a baby wrapped in blankets. It was Harry Potter. He had black hair. On his forehead was a scar shaped like lightning. Hagrid cried. He kissed baby Harry and said goodbye. Professor McGonagall wiped her eyes. Dumbledore looked very serious. Dumbledore carried Harry to the doorstep. He tucked a letter into the blankets. The letter explained everything. The three friends stood together. They looked at the tiny baby. Then they left quietly into the night. The street lamps glowed again. The cat slipped away. Harry slept on, holding the letter. He didn't know he was special. He didn't know he was famous. But all across the land, people whispered, "To Harry Potter, the boy who lived."